Emotions are not your enemy, but left unchecked, they can become your ruler. The Stoics taught that while we can't control external events, we can control our judgments and reactions. Modern life is filled with triggers, stress, frustration, disappointment, making it easy to spiral into anger or anxiety. But mastering emotions is not about denying them. It's about observing them with detachment and choosing your response. Imagine you're caught in a storm. The waves rage, but your boat remains steady because you hold the rudder. Emotions are like those waves, powerful, but they need not capsize you. Training yourself to pause before reacting is how you stay anchored. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength." This is the essence of emotional mastery. Start each day by asking, what emotions might challenge me today? How will I choose to respond? Small but deliberate practices build resilience. For example, when irritation arises, take 3 deep breaths before speaking. When fear whispers, ask, is this threat real or imagined? Discipline is the bridge between reaction and response. Not every day will be easy, but each time you exercise self-control, you reinforce mental strength. A practical example. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Instead of yelling, you pause. This person's actions don't define my peace. In that moment, you reclaim power. Emotional mastery isn't perfection, it's progress. As Seneca said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Let each morning be a fresh start. 2. The discipline of choice. Discipline is not a punishment, it's liberation. The Stoics believe true freedom lies in self-command, not in chasing fleeting desires. Think of discipline as a silent pact with your highest self. It's what gets you out of bed when comfort calls. What keeps you calm when chaos strikes? Epictetus, born a slave, knew this well. No man is free who is not master of himself. The world will test you. Laziness will tempt you. But discipline is the antidote. A series of small, consistent acts that shape your character. For example, you commit to journaling each morning, even when you're tired. You choose patience in an argument, even when ego urges retaliation. Discipline is a muscle. At first, it aches, but with time, it becomes second nature, transforming you into the calmest, most capable version of yourself. 3. Focus on what you control. Stoicism divides life into 2 categories. What's within your control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, and what's not, others' opinions, external events. Suffering arises when we confuse the two. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you focus only on what you control, you reclaim agency. Practical steps. Release worry over things you can't change. Invest energy in purposeful action. Imagine your coworker takes credit for your idea. You can't control their actions, but you can control your integrity, your next move, and whether you let resentment steal your peace. 4. Turn fear into fuel. Fear is a paper tiger. Its power fades when confronted. The Stoics practice premeditatio malorum. Premeditation of evils, envisioning worst-case scenarios to strip fear of its mystery. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? How would I adapt? By facing fears head-on, you expose them as manageable. A speaker afraid of the podium realizes, even if they stumble, they survive. Growth lies on the other side of fear. 5. Faith in your resilience. Stoicism teaches that adversity is the gym for the soul. Each challenge is a chance to prove your resilience. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Trust that you have the tools to endure, learn, and rise stronger. 6. The art of detachment. The Stoics were masters of detachment, not indifference, but the ability to engage with the world without being enslaved by it. Wanting less is a path to true abundance. Epictetus taught, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." When you detach from outcomes, you free yourself from disappointment. Practice this today. For desires, ask, do I need this or is it a passing craving? For setbacks, remind yourself, this is temporary. My peace is not negotiable. Imagine you lose a job. The Stoic response, this is outside my control. What's within my control is how I adapt, learn, and move forward. Detachment is not surrender. It's strategic focus. 7. Amor fati, love your fate. Love whatever happens to you. Marcus Aurelius. Life will not always go as planned. The Stoics didn't just endure misfortune, they embraced it. Every obstacle is fuel for growth. How to practice amor fati. Rejection? This redirects me to something better. Failure? This taught me what doesn't work. Pain? This is strengthening my resilience. Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, emerged without bitterness. He lived amor fati, transforming suffering into purpose. 8. The power of silence. In an age of noise, Stoicism champions silence. Not just absence of sound, but the discipline of restraint. Stoic silence means listening twice as much as you speak, avoiding gossip, complaints, and pointless debates, letting actions, not words, prove your character. Zeno, founder of Stoicism, said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen more than we speak." Try a day of intentional silence. Observe how clarity emerges. 9. Memento mori, death as your advisor. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoics kept death close, not to fear it, but to prioritize because of it. Ask yourself daily, if today were my last, would I be proud of how I lived it? Am I wasting time on trivial anger, envy, or regret? Steve Jobs famously repeated, "Remembering I'll be dead soon is the best tool to make big choices." Let mortality sharpen your focus. 10. The Stoics' morning ritual. Your morning sets the tone. The Stoics didn't wake to scroll, they woke to prepare. A modern Stoic morning. Gratitude 5 minutes. I am alive. I have another chance. Premeditation 5 minutes. What challenges might arise? How will I meet them? Intentions 5 minutes. Today, I choose patience/courage/kindness. Ryan Holiday, a modern Stoic, writes, "The way you wake up determines the way you live." Final challenge. Live like a Stoic for 24 hours. When annoyed, pause. Respond, don't react. When afraid, ask, what's the worst that could happen? When successful, stay humble. It's fleeting. Remember, Stoicism isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every moment is a chance to practice. Now go forth. The world needs more thinkers, fewer reactors, more doers, fewer complainers. You have the tools. Use them. Stoicism is not just a philosophy. It's a way of life, a daily practice of discipline, resilience, and clarity. From mastering your emotions to embracing fate, from the power of silence to the wisdom of mortality, each lesson is a stepping stone toward inner strength. You are not here by accident. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to grow. The Stoics didn't seek an easy life. They sought a meaningful one. And so can you. Today, you've been given the tools. Control what you can, release what you can't. Turn obstacles into fuel. Let every morning be a fresh start. Now the choice is yours. Will you react to the world, or will you shape it? Will you be ruled by chaos, or will you stand firm in your principles? Remember, the greatest battles are fought within. Win there, and no external force can shake you. Go forth with courage. The world needs your strength. Until next time, farewell and live well. Rock it.